Meantime, here in Florida, Marion County just put up the Confederate flag, and that drew some protesters today outside their county offices in Ocala. The county had removed this flag after the massacre in Charleston, but commissioners unanimously voted to raise it yet again. So we sent our Chief Investigator Craig Patrick out there to ask why, and what'd you find out?
Well, we sat down with Stan McClain, and he's the chairman of the Marion County Commission, and he repeatedly said this decision was all about history. So we told him we wanted to run through some questions that drill into the history and his vote. Why put this flag back up now?
Well, I mean, again, it's a historical display. It's not one flag. It's
why not put it
flags.
in a museum?
We don't have one to put it in.
And why is it a historical display?
Well, because there's 5 flags that flew over Florida, during periods of time, and so this is one of the 5 flags, and so that's where it came from.
What about the Native American banner?
It could. I mean, here again.
That would be 6.
Yeah, and I'd have to go. You could probably add more.
Would you feel comfortable flying it here in the chambers?
No. I mean,
what's the difference then? Why fly it out front of the chambers?
If we had all 5 in here, maybe it'd be appropriate.
Well, let's get into historical context. 15,000 Confederate troops came from Florida. How many of them came from Marion County?
Good point. I don't know. I can't answer that.
Were there any skirmishes during the Civil War in Marion County?
There were. Yes.
And which one is that?
Gosh, I can't think of the name of it right now. I'm sorry, but there were some skirmishes here. In fact, yesterday there was a mention made that there was one right here just within half a block of where we're sitting right now.
And how did that play out?
How did, I don't know. You'd have to ask, some of the historians about some of that. That's way before, so.
Well, why not do more historical research as a commission before making the decision to put it back up?
And that's what we're asking our historical commission to do for us.
And sure, but why not wait until they come back to you with that information before putting it back up?
Well, I mean, I think that we made a decision to go ahead and put it back up, and then when they bring those recommendations back, then we'll make a decision as to, that.
And this is not the rebel battle flag. It is rather the official national flag, which symbolized an organized rebellion founded on the premise of preservation of slavery and white supremacy. Is it not?
That's the history of it, sure. And
why fly it if that's the history? Why fly it outside of your building?
I think the issue is to put the historical context to these articles.
And what does this flag symbolize to you?
It symbolizes this flag that flew over the state of Florida.
Sure, but what does it represent?
It represents that to me. It's supposed to be a historical display of flags. It's not flying on top of our building. It's not flying.
It's flying outside your building.
But it's not flying as a part of one flag by itself. It's flying in a historical context, in a historical display.
And McClain also said there is a museum the county owns, but it's too small to hold these 5 flags. Meanwhile, he says he's heard feedback from both sides over this decision to raise this flag yet again, and he expects a report and feedback from this historical committee to come in marked by the end of September.
All right, Craig Patrick, thanks.
Thank you.